So you guys want to know what supplements I take? I take nicotine, codeine. I'm a fiend when you This video isn't about supplements. It's about something far more important. It might be about supplements, but I'm going to be talking about my in-body test results and how I was 3.8% body fat. That's supposed to be really like low, so they tell me. But I feel great, guys, and I'm fine. Look at me. We'll be talking more about it later. For now, I'm gonna hit this set of chest press. Chest press. This is the 1950s. There's a whole lot of weight on here. Don't get the weight in the shot. I got an in-body test. Let's see what it says. Fair warning before we go into this, in-body tests are not the #1 body composition test. That would be a DEXA scan or a bod pod or some other stuff like that that fitness industry people do. This is gonna tell me what my body composition is. So what my lean mass is, my muscles, what my fat mass is, my jiggles, and what my water mass is, the ripples. So all of those things together will give me an accurate analysis of what my body looks like on the in-body test. So basically, I put my feet down, I stand up, don't move, put my arms apart, and then it does a thing through my body. I don't know if it sends a shock or something like that. Clearly I'm well versed on the science, but I did the test and here's what it says. So here you will see that I have a lot of water in my body. 108 pounds of water, 69% intracellular, 39% extracellular. So we are made up of 70% water. That's a whole lot of water. Now we go over to dry lean mass, aka them gains, aka the striations, aka muscle fibers. 39 pounds of muscle. Damn! On my 154 pound frame, I'm only 40 pounds of muscle. The rest of me is, I don't know, water. That sucks. Body fat mass, 5.8 pounds of body fat. So that's pretty good. A pound of fat is approximately 3,500 calories according to Bro Science. So that would approximate to me having 20-something thousand calories of fat to burn on my body. Obviously I don't want to go through all of that or else I'll die. All of those things combined lead to my weight. Moving along to the muscle fat analysis, aka gains versus jiggles analysis, we will see that I weigh 154.0 pounds. I've weighed that much since I was but a wee lad. When I was 15, I weighed 150, and I've stayed at 150 ever since. Oh boy, puberty. Skeletal muscle mass, 85.8 pounds, and body fat mass, 5.8 pounds. Cool, sort of reiterating some of those things. Now, let's get to the obesity analysis of my obesity. How obese am I? 3.8% body fat, according to the in-body test. Now, am I actually 3.8% body fat? Who knows? This wasn't a DEXA scan, it wasn't a bod pod, so it's not necessarily the most accurate test, but I would guesstimate that it's probably within 2 or 3% accurate of the answer. Now, I took this test at ideal circumstances. I was completely fasted, it was about 3 or 4 p.m. in the day, and I had done damn near 40 or 50 minutes of cardio. Oh, hello there, guys. So, I had basically taken this test in the most accurate circumstances possible. I had no food in my stomach. I did my cardio, and I had guzzled more coffee than was necessary for a village. So yeah, I think I was about as lean as I was going to be that day. That may have contributed to the 3.8% body fat reading. Or maybe I'm just that damn ripped. So we're now going to look at my segmental lean analysis. Never mind the shakes, my left arm is weak. Right arm is 121.8% of something. Who cares? It's 8.91 pounds. My right arm weighs 8.91 pounds. My left arm weighs 8.95 pounds. What is the 0.04 discrepancy? Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm actually right-armed, so that is, or right-handed. Nobody says right-armed. I'm right-handed. So that's kind of strange to me. Right leg is 21.98 pounds. Left leg is 22.05 pounds. So I seem to have a left dominance on my body. My left arm and my left leg tend to be heavier than the right sides of my body. So here's some cool stuff. Visceral fat area. Now, visceral fat is particularly dangerous, especially when it crowds around your organs. It is the type of fat that gives old men guts. And when you slap their belly, it's like hard on the top, but for some reason they have a gut. That is visceral fat that is crowding around your organs and is potentially worsening your chances of getting many life-threatening diseases. So my visceral fat, this is sort of like the normal range for men. I was down here at 5.0. So I have very, very lean visceral fat, and then you can see that that corresponds to my age of 22. So when you look here at the visceral fat level, it is at a level 1, very low. My basal metabolic rate, that's interesting. So BMR, that is apparently what my body just basically operates on every day in terms of calories. So I'm just, without doing anything else, I'm burning 1,822 calories a day. Now, it's good that I do things because I eat a lot more than that many calories. Now that you've seen all of these, I'm sure you're wondering, what about the body fat? So, the body fat is probably what y'all are most interested in. If you're anything like me, you're just trying to get ripped. Man, you're trying to look good on the beach, you're trying to live a long time, and you're trying to not starve yourself. Well, I'm going to tell you how I do all of those things. What are the best things you can do? Number 1 is a low-carb diet. Now, I eat a very low-carb diet. 0 carbs a day. Now, y'all are going to get testy and say, like, oh, but eggs have carbs in them. They have 1 gram of carbohydrate. It's okay. You'll be fine. I eat lots of beef, eggs, lots of turkey, fish, chicken. I eat protein. I eat animal protein majorly. Occasionally I'll do whey protein shakes. I occasionally do a little bit of cheese. I try not to do too much cheese. But to keep it really simple, this is a low carbohydrate, high protein diet. It is not necessarily a ketogenic, traditional ketogenic diet with a bunch of fat, drinking butter, pouring butter all over your food, chugging MCT oil. It's not the traditional ketogenic diet. It is really a classical bodybuilder diet. Low carb, high protein, and then a good amount of fat. Whatever fat you find in your beef, in your cheese, in your eggs, stuff like that. Low carb diet. Number 2, cardio. So cardio has actually been tremendously helpful for me for staying lean. It does burn off just a bit of calories without completely offsetting my appetite, and low carb diets are fantastic for appetite control, especially high protein diets. So cardio. I would recommend for most people, I mean, this depends on your goals, but for most people I'd say like 30 to 45 minutes a day. Now I do, honestly nowadays I'm aiming for like 15 to 25 minutes a day. Because I'm lean enough, I'm not trying to push my body to the max. Like I don't need to be all sucked up and like looking like stir-fried death, as my favorite scientists, the Hodge twins, say. So I do about 15 to 25 minutes a day. And I lift weights, full body workouts, high reps, stuff like that. So now we've covered low carb diets. We've also covered doing some cardio 5 to 6 times a week. Fasting is the third one. So I think fasting is very helpful. You want to do fasted workouts in the morning if you can. I mean, this depends on your schedule and what you do for a living. But I like to get up early, drink a cup of coffee, go to the gym and work out. So my liver glycogen is depleted, and then the workout is going to deplete my muscle glycogen, and it's going to burn a ton of fat. And then after that, then I'll eat my first meal of the day. I tend to eat around 2 meals a day, 2 massive meals a day. It is sort of a warrior style intermittent fasting, 16-8 maybe. I'm not tracking the hours. I'm just listening to my body. If I'm hungry, I'll eat right after the gym. If I'm not that hungry, I'll wait. I eat as much as I need to eat, and I listen to my body, and I'm gauging my hunger based off of how I feel. So now we've covered the 3 things: low carb, cardio, fasting. The carnivore shredding program is my diet and workout program. I basically include everything I know. Everything I know about diet, about training, fitness. I include the people that I look up to, the resources that I look to. Every piece of information I know about diet and training is in that program. So if you would like to know exactly what I do, I don't starve myself, I don't calorie count, there's no MyFitnessPal. I basically eat a very ancestral type diet, high protein, low carb. I'm full, I feel great, I have lots of energy, my testosterone is fantastic, and my health is excellent. So honestly, I don't think calorie counting is the way to go. I've done flexible dieting, I've done if it fits your macros, I have hit the tiny deficits and waited for the fat loss to drop off over the course of 6 months. No thanks, never again. So I would highly recommend the approach that I've done. It's very easy, and all of that information is in the carnivore shredding program. You've seen the test results. Now you want to see the results of 3.8% body fat. Check out this posing footage. It'll make you happy.